Okay, this is Rebel Telly. We're here with Diarmuid Brannock, and he's part of the Save Moore Street campaign. And just here to ask a few questions, see what it's all about. So, Diarmuid, can you tell us how long you've been here and why you're here today?
We're now up to 368 Saturdays here. Why are we here? We're here because at the moment property speculators, which are, as you know, running rampant all over Dublin, are trying to they actually have an application in to knock down most of this terrace here and a large part of the buildings around there, and even some up the other end, in order to build a shopping district. Now, the previous speculator was an Irish one, and he had a plan for a big shopping mall from O'Connell Street all the way in here. Can you imagine? And that has now been knocked on the head by the new speculators who've taken over, who said because it won't make money. Yeah. So what they want to do is they want to have a shopping district instead. So what's the problem with that? Well, the problem with that is it involves a demolition of this historic terrace here, except for these four buildings here, which have been declared a national monument by the state, and we say the whole terrace and the whole district is a national monument, as actually was decided by a High Court judge, but the Minister of Heritage appealed that judgment and overturned it. So that's part of the problem. The other part of the problem is that this street depends on stalls and shops. It's the oldest street market in Dublin, perhaps in Ireland, I don't know. And these shopping districts always take chains. They take chain stores, and those stores don't have any allegiance to the street that they're in. They have allegiance to their headquarters. These shops, like this one here, for instance, this agent shop here, from which we borrowed a number of things today to help us set up, they have been here for 13 years, I think he was telling me. So they're invested in this area. They have a lot of stake in this area, and most of the small shops are like that. And this area, properly developed, has the capacity to rejuvenate the North City Centre, which is badly in need of it. That's where they came in from the GPO, and they tunnelled all the way through these buildings through the night of Friday night until they came out at the end terrace there. In that laneway there, which nobody knows, hardly anybody knows, is a monument to O'Rahilly, who led a charge up here against the barricade at the end and was shot down. He took 5 bullets, and most of his men were shot as well. And he died in that laneway. Why is that not signposted?
Yeah, I didn't know it was there.
You didn't know. Most people here don't know, right? And you're actually interested in history, right? And you don't know, right? So this is the important issue. The council is deliberately not signposting these things. The speculator is deliberately not letting these shops open. Everybody involved is deliberately letting the street run down so that there's less and less opposition to what's going on, and the buildings as well are also being not looked after. The site is still in the same footprint that it was before. It still includes so much that could be saved and renovated to look better, along with renovating the market. But that's not on the table.
Well, it seems to me it's an attempt to bury the revolutionary history of Dublin. And so can you tell other people how they can get involved with your campaign, or what they can do outside of the campaign just to apply pressure to Dublin City Council on the Moore Street issue?
Yes, well, the application is in at the moment, and the time scale for registering objections, I believe there are something like 20 went in, maybe 30, is now passed. And that means that you can't make an official complaint, but you can get onto the councillors and really put pressure on them to do what they should be doing. We are the Save Moore Street from Demolition campaign. We have a Facebook page under that name. These are all the areas of significant historic importance just around this small area here, as you can see. You asked what people can do.
Yeah.
Well, people should. They can like our Facebook page. Most importantly, share it, because they can reach the people that we can't and that the media won't.